Okay, so I'm sure you're ready to just dive right in and start planning your 12-month goal. But before we do that, it's really important to do what I call a pre-planning assessment. And this is an opportunity before you dive right in and try to establish what your next 12, your big, audacious 12-month goal is, that you take a look at what are the things you've accomplished over the last 12 months? What are the lessons you've learned? What are the things that you want to carry with you into the next 12 months? What are the things that you want to leave behind? Right? What are some of the things that no longer serve you? So it's really important to be intentional about this before you just jump right in and set your goals and your plans and all that, to kind of reconcile the past and find opportunities to leverage some of the things that have worked, and to have a good process and philosophy about what you want to change moving forward. So before we set our 12-month big audacious goal, we're going to do the pre-planning assessment. All right, so I'm going to walk you through that real quickly. Okay, so in your PDF, all right, after the instruction guide, you'll have the assessment. And this is an opportunity to reflect on the last 12 months, right? What were your biggest wins? This is really important because, if you look, well, first of all, we're terrible at looking at what we have accomplished. We're always good at identifying what we haven't done, or the kind of the gap versus the gain, right? But what we want to do here is, let's talk about, just take a minute and list all the wins and successes that you have created in the last 12 months, right? And the positive effects they have on you and your business, your professional goals moving forward. Because the great thing is you're going to take those into the next goals that you set. So it's really important to reflect on those. Let's take a minute to talk about what worked and why, right? What didn't work and why. I mean, some things don't work, and that's fine, but those lessons, we want to identify them and learn from them and take that wisdom into our next 12 months. So along those same lines, what do you want to keep doing, right? What are the things that are working for you? And you want to make sure you're intentional about continuing to do them. What are you going to improve? Maybe there's some things that you want to, do a little bit better. What do you want to start doing? Maybe there's some things that you don't do that you want to do moving forward. And then what will you stop doing? This is a great opportunity to look at what didn't work in the past, or what didn't create the results that you wanted. Here's an opportunity to stop doing some of the things. Maybe there's things that we do because we think we're supposed to, but they're not giving us the results that we want. So you get to decide. So here's a great opportunity to just say, hey, you know what? What are some of the things that I've done in the past that just don't have the kind of return that I'm interested in? I don't have to do those moving forward. So you're going to do that assessment, and then you're going to set your big 12-month audacious goal. So, what is an audacious goal? What I mean by audacious professional business goal is something that's like a big overarching goal. There's a lot of things, like small goals, you'll have to do as part of that to hit that goal. It should be something that gets you closer to kind of the dream goal that you have for your business or your professional life. It should stretch you, but it shouldn't necessarily be too big or unbelievable that it discourages you or overwhelms you, right? And it needs to be specific and measurable. So in other words, at the end of 12 months, it should be clear. I should be able to look at what you've done and say whether or not you've achieved that goal. So again, and I just want to remind everyone that goals are here to inspire us, to focus us, and to evolve us. We don't use them to judge ourselves or beat up ourselves if we fall short, right? We're trying to reach as high as we can go. And it's really about who we become in the process of the goal, which is really way more important than achieving the goal. So whether you're a business owner or a professional in the corporate world, I tried to provide a few examples of what a big goal might be. So here, here's an overarching goal that could be big: grow sales 20%. I mean, maybe that's not a big goal depending on the economy or your situation, but assuming 20% is a big goal, if you set that goal within that big audacious goal of growing sales 20%, there's a lot of things you're going to have to do, right? So that's why it's the right kind of overarching goal. Launch 3 new product lines, overhaul your website, publish a book, right? Increase your supply chain efficiency by 20%. That's sort of a goal, like within that, and again, maybe 30% is a bigger number for you. Maybe 5% is a big audacious goal for you. But within a metric like that, there's going to be a lot of projects, a lot of things you're going to have to do to drive to hit that goal. So that's what makes it a good, big, overarching goal. Make an acquisition, open a branch, launch a new ERP system for some of our, CFOs who might be listening. Increase your employee engagement scores by 25% for our HR professionals. There's a lot involved in doing that. So it's a really good, big, audacious goal. Use AI to cut customer service costs 20%. Whatever your goal is, again, it's totally up to you. It's the big thing that's going to really move you forward from 12 months from now and get you so much closer to kind of that dream business, that dream profession that you have, that goal that you have. So that is what we want to do. And so we'll set that 12-month big audacious goal. And then in the next sessions, we'll talk about how we break it down into projects and ways that we can execute and move it forward.